Alrighty. Let's see what the beavers do. Alright. They are building a gatherer hut. So we need two more beavers to be lumberjacks. Just gonna watch them for right now. And then, you know, when we get this demolished, we'll have a little more water over here. Or a little more green. Alright, I'm gonna speed this up to at least 2 times. Or, yeah, 2 times game speed. Because, it's no fun for me just, you know, doing 1 times game speed. Almost have the water pump done, which is always good news. Got that poop water over here. Always gotta look out for that bad tide, which is just poop water. And there goes. So we got a little more greenery. We're gonna go ahead and plant some more kohlrabi. You can reach out that far, but honestly, we probably don't need that much for the amount of beavers that we currently have. We will want to have a few breeding pods right now, because that's the only way we get new beavers. Okay, we can't get all logs, but that's to be expected. Let's add a medium pile for there. And then a medium warehouse there. We'll set this to berries. We'll set this to logs. We'll set these to a little higher of a priority. Alright, now we're just waiting through the night. Excuse me. Alright, now that the morning comes, the viewers will get working again. We are still building the farmhouse, which is not a bad thing. Now they are building the storages, which is nice. Oh, alright, cool. So now we'll be able to store more logs when we're not using them. We still got 2 beavers that are doing nothing. And we still have 13 beavers that are homeless, but you know, that's to be expected considering we haven't built any of our barracks yet. But as soon as we do, we'll have room for 7, or we'll have a vacancy of 7. We want to get that storage done for the blueberries because otherwise the beavers are just going to sit on their ass and not do anything. Alright, that storage is done, and now they are going to start filling up that warehouse so the beavers have something to eat, which is always good. Alright, and then they should be working on the water tanks. Because if they don't work on the water tanks, then we have no place to store the water that we're going to eventually need during the bad tide and the droughts. I don't know why they're doing the farmhouse first, but you know, it is what it is. As you can see, the beavers are diligently working, trying to get everything done. And there's the farmhouse. We do have a couple of mods installed on this game. Just to make it's mainly quality of life things. And there we go. We're starting to plant the kohlrabies. And our well-being right now is -2, but -2 is because they don't have any place to sleep. Alright, we have 10 adult beavers, 3 baby beavers, and we're going to be waiting until they grow up. But we should be having them grow up soon, as it's nighttime. I dislike nighttime, but you know, it is what it is. We have plenty of food and water right now, but you know, definitely need to stabilize that before any drought or bad time comes. And we still have one beaver that doesn't know what the F he's doing. And if you guys haven't noticed or known, this game is available on Twitch. It's currently in version 1. Right now on Steam, they have the experimental 1.1 patch. If you guys want to, go ahead and download that. You can play that. Haven't played that one yet, but they do have a lot of new buildings on there that give a lot of quality of life, new endgame items. But I do enjoy playing on the 1.0 right now. Oh, forgot to say that this is going to be water. And then we'll just take that and copy it to here and here. Alrighty. We got our second water tank done. First one's already filled, which is not a surprise. We got all the kohlrabi planted. So before that becomes an issue, let's go ahead and make a medium warehouse for kohlrabis. That will be made after the barracks and after the breeding pods, because it is not as high as of priority. And then what else do we need? Oh, yeah, we're gonna need to come down here and make some lumberjack flags. Let's see. Have you guys even started on these? No, you have not. Alright, that should be done by tomorrow. Let's go ahead and speed this up. Alrighty. Now it is daytime. We're gonna go ahead and set it back to ×2 speed. Should be finishing up this today, which will be nice. Let's see. Come on. Go ahead. There's that beaver coming with the last one. Let's see if they're gonna... Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. So we need to make sure that he can they cut all these trees. These are just birches, which will not give us too many logs, but the important thing is that it will hopefully free up this row right here, which we're then going to take down to where we can start building the dam, which we're going to need to do. All right, and looks like they have started on the barracks finally. They're getting logs from 2 sources now, so it should go a little faster. And it looks like the beavers that are doing blueberries are just sitting on their butts. But we do have 200 blueberries right there. We have 100 in here. Well, 76. But plenty of food, plenty of water right now. Because these 3 are filled, along with 15 in here. And then we have these 2 farmers not doing anything, but eventually they will. Oh, look at that. 21 out of 40. Each beaver carries about 3 logs, so always good. I played this map before, but I always died. Well, I killed the beaver population off just mainly because I wasn't managing resources effectively. And that's why I'm starting again. I do like the Irontails because they work with metal. And I like that about the beavers. We're going to have to get to one of the iron patches eventually. But as of right now, that is not going to be anything we're going to be working towards. Right now, we just want to make sure that we get established with food, water, make sure we are protected from a bad tide and a drought. Which as of right now, we are. Let's see. We do not have any planks right now, which would be nice for a floodgate. Yeah, we're not going to build an explosive factory anytime soon. We should work on getting an industrial. And as you can see, we now have 1 barracks. And it is already full. But what we're going to do here, I'm going to delete this path right here, because what we're going to do is go ahead and build the industrial wood mill right there. And then we're going to need power, so we're going to do a compact water wheel right there. This means we have to redo our path like that. And just to make sure we have enough room. And then we're going to build a storage medium pile right here, or make it sure it is planks, because that is what that does. Turns logs into planks, which we need for some more buildings. And with that all being said, we actually worked through the night to, so we didn't have to fast forward. And then the beavers will start working on all these different little things. They'll go ahead and grab some berries, get some food, while the other beavers are currently, working. We don't have any beavers that are not working, actually, which is a good thing. And it looks like they are going to get our 2nd barracks done today, which is always a nice sight to see. And this is coming along nicely. I just need them to cut down this one and this one. And then we should be able to start building our dam. But we have to wait for that to grow up. 670, so about what, 3 more days until that one is grown. He's already grabbing this one, so we're going to do that. It's the easiest way to make sure that, you know, it is taken down, and then we will start putting dams here. They will not be done just yet, but we'll make a path here, and then as we can cut down some of these trees after this one's grown. Oh, yep, one more log and that thing should be done, and then we don't have any homeless beavers. Awesome! And we got a new well-being score. Ah, yeah. They should be able to reach this. Let's make this a little higher priority. Actually, we'll make that the highest priority, and then we'll make this a secondary priority. Yep, they can reach it, so that's awesome. They can reach about 10 spaces off of a path. So that's why I didn't create a path right there. But in the industrial lumber mill does need power, so that's why we have to, you know, do a power wheel. We're going to do a power wheel in the water for right now, because that is one of the easiest ways to get power. Eventually, what I want to do is to get majority of this filled with, like, not compact power wheels, but the large power wheels, which are the large water wheels, which are right here. You have to put them up on something first. As you can see, they are rather big, so you got to put them on a levee or a dam to get them to work right. But let's see, how's it going? 1725, so that should be done by tomorrow. Looks like the beavers are going to go to sleep, so we're just going to fast forward through the night. Now we could increase the working hours, but right now in the beginning of the game, that's really not going to help anybody. So we'll just fast forward, and we got 4. That's awesome. And then when it becomes morning, we'll switch it back to game speed 2. Alrighty. And then we got about a day and a half for that left. And then that should be done for the day. And then as soon as they're done with this water wheel, they're going to finish up doing the industrial lumber mill. Should be 2 more beavers because, yep, they deliver all the ingredients, and then boom. And the industrial lumber mill, if I am mistaken, is only, what? Oh, 75 horsepower. How much are you putting out? Oh, that's only 40. So they are not going to be that great right now. So what we're going to do is, this is one of our mods. We are going to start building some more water wheels then. We will make this one the highest of priorities. We'll just have to... Oh, this one has to be a high priority too. Otherwise, they won't build it. Because if we didn't build this one, we would have to wait until we got stairs. And that's the one thing I forgot, is that we need to get inventor huts. If we don't get inventors huts, we won't be able to unlock any of the great things going forward. 3 inventors huts will be plenty enough. And as you can see, we got our breeding pods going. Alright, and it looks like they are almost done with that. They just got like 3 or 4 more runs before they finish that one up. Alright, 2 more beavers and that thing is done. And it looks like we're starting to get kohlrabi in. That's awesome. And it looks like they got the stairs in, so now they're going to start working on the other one. And we are going through logs about at a decent chunk. Some of the logs that, as you can see over on this side, are growing back, which is nice. And let's see, how long do they have? It's about a day and a half before they're harvestable again. We still got plenty of food, plenty of water. No notification of a bad tide or a drought right now. Oh, another new well-being score, which is awesome. All right, and then we have 2 beavers that don't know what they're doing. That one will bloom tomorrow, and then we can go ahead and take that out. Probably should pause this one because 2 beavers is enough, I think, right now to sustain the colony with what we have going on. Don't want to overpopulate too fast because then, you know, a drought or a bad tide hits and then just all done. And it looks like we're coming through in the morning. Beavers are getting to work. And they should be finished with that second one today. And then afterwards, we'll get them to work on the industrial mill. Because obviously we're going to need it. Alright, that's probably not going to sprout today, but maybe tomorrow. Hopefully today, though, so we can just close that path off. We don't have to worry about it sprouting again. No. Nice little view that you got right there. Now, you see the beavers right over here is the scrap metal that we want to get to, and we also have some over on the right side over here. But now we have 2 water wheels going, which is about 80 power, 82. So that requires 72 power, so that should be plenty enough for that to get done. Let's see. Oh, 99%. It should do it today. Let's see if they do it, if it gets done today. Because if it gets done today and they chop it down, we might just be able to start the dam, which will give us a lot more water right here. And then, as you can see, we'll block off the waterfall for a little bit, waiting for that to rise up, and it will give us a lot more power right here. And then with power shafts later, we can expand our planks. Now they're starting to build our kohlrabies, because otherwise they're not really doing anything with the kohlrabies. And this, at least this way, we're going to have I'm gonna have something to store them in, which will be nice. Oh, and it looks like they did cut down that. So now we don't have to worry about it being destroyed by ourselves. So also we did expand this path a little too far, so we're just going to have and delete it. And then they're going to work on the medium pile real quick, because our kohlrabi warehouse is done. And it looks like our guys with the blueberries are just sitting on their butts, but you know, that's okay for right now. We have 268 berries, 51 kohlrabis, so we have enough food right now to sustain our very small colony of beavers. And it looks like they have already, yep, they have already started on that. So what we're going to do is just going to give them a push in the direction of finishing those first. Since it is nighttime, we're going to have them go to bed. Nope. It is back to daytime. And they're starting to work on that dam, which is nice. I think we should probably get another... no. We already have all the beavers working. And we only need really one beaver here. So we'll get another lumberjack in here to help. Kohlrabis. It looks like they're eating the kohlrabis a lot. It looks like we can't keep enough logs in there, which is kind of nice. Means that supply and demand are at the right level. Our first dam piece is done. Right there. Gonna help raise the water level, increase the power on here. I don't know why they're working on that right now, but you know, I'm not gonna stop them. I would prefer that they get this done. This is why I prioritize this. Let's see, what else wood do we got? Forester. No, we'll put the forester over here. And when we get the science points, we'll go ahead and make that. As of right now, since these aren't made, I can't do anything with science. So as soon as we get 30 science, we're going to unlock this and then plant a whole bunch of trees right here. Mainly oaks, because oaks give us the most wood right now. Alright, let's check to see how our dam is doing. Alright, almost the second piece is done. And it's almost nighttime. But we do have a lot of planks going. When this gets filled up, we're just going to pause this. Because there's no point in having the beavers continuing to make planks when that is full. And oh, okay. Never mind. I thought I was looking at the dam there for a second. And the beavers are all going to go to sleep. And then we're going to go ahead and fast forward through the night. When everything gets done being built, I'll start doing well-being stuff, which will be like the campfire, which we can put over here. It makes them a little happier, something to do after work. All right, now the beavers start off to work. Still not putting any logs in the storage, which I'm fine with. Alright, these guys are doing nothing now, so we are going to pause the lumberjack flags over here. And what they should start doing is prioritizing some more of mostly the dam right now. And we'll just zoom out right now and just watch the beavers go. Let's go ahead and put it on to game speed 3. Obviously, it's not going to be fun unless, you know, they're doing something productive. And let's see. Yeah, they'll be able to get this done in the next couple days, if not today, which is nice because then that will raise the water level in here. Also increases the flow rate for the water reels right here. Because right now it has lowered down. Just a little bit. Now the beaver is sleeping. Come on. Let's get through this. That's the one thing that is always low is the planks in the wood. Obviously planks right now are pretty high because we are not using them yet. But we have 40 more logs that we need to do before we're done, which let's see. I don't think that's going to be done. We need to cut down what 20 more trees here. Doesn't look like we have 20 trees to cut down. So we might be running a bit low. No, maybe not, because some of the trees are regrowing. Two more beavers there. Should be done. Oh, done. And then we got one more dam piece. And then, as you can see already, that with as the dam is being put in, the power demand, the power supply has gone down. But until we get all of the dam pieces in, it doesn't really matter. All right, so we got that about halfway done. Oof. Oh, and we have 12 logs in storage, so that will be very nice. Plenty of food. We could be doing better on water. So let's add another storage tank. Actually, I'll make another 2 storage tanks. Can never have enough water. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to pause this one, and this one, because we have all the power we really need right now. It's not optimal for what they are doing right now. As you we're looking at a power input of not enough. So we will unpause one of these. We'll make it a high priority, just so we have the excess power right now. Because when it is running a deficit on the power supply, it doesn't work as efficiently. They will not build and make planks as efficiently. It looks like 2 of our beavers have been born for our breeding pods, which is always nice. And then what we're going to let the beavers do right now is go ahead and finish up the projects they have going on right now. Looks like we're almost full with karabis now, which is always nice. And then we did finish our third compact power wheel, which is nice, or water wheel, which gives us an excess of power right now, which is always nice. But as you can see, we're almost full with planks and whatnot. Looks like they are cutting. Oh, we have a beaver that is injured. So let's go to well-being, create grindstone for their teeth, because that is something that they need. We're going to high prioritize at least one. And we'll go through the night. And then we are going to now pause the industrial mill, because right now we do not need it. Because right now we have 47 planks and we are doing nothing with them. And if we just keep doing that, we're just going to eat up logs that we don't have right now. Now it looks like one of we have one of our first deaths right now. One of our first beavers did die of old age. All right, and then we got our first beaver use that grindstone. I know it was a little slow to get there, but did use it. His teeth are a lot better now. And now we are just waiting. Looks like we do have science going now. We have 14 science, so 16 off of doing a forester. We can unpause this lumberjack because we have a couple trees that can be chopped down. Still have 2 baby beavers. All right, fast forwarding through the night. Wow, that water supply has gone down considerably with a drought now approaching. Now, who is our scientist right now? Our scientist is Tobert. Getting us that science so we can get that forester in. Oh, looks like they're trying to, make another scientist hut. Or inventor hut, I should say. And then, boom, that's done. We'll pause this one right now because really don't need it done right now. And then we have these 3 sitting on their butts. But it keeps them employed for right now. Actually, we'll stop one of them. And then he'll go over to the inventor hut. Get a little more science. Oh, look at that. It is done. So 10 logs and 7 planks. We have plenty of planks already. Now we just have to wait on logs, which is about 5 or 10 wood or trees, depending on what you're looking at. Hey, welcome in. How you doing? As you can see, we have the science going. We're just waiting on a couple more logs before we can finish the forester. Let's see. Still waiting, still waiting. We need 8 more. So it's going to be a bit before we do that. So I'm not going to, leave you guys hanging anymore. We're going to end this stream here. And then next time when we pick up, what we're going to do is finish this forester, plant a whole bunch of trees here. That'll take a long time to build, but will be worth it. And then we'll move over here to start cutting down these trees / get the pine resin out of them, and then expanding over this way. All right. Take care, guys. Bye.